Everybody, welcome back to another week of Duffs to Darts. I am Ed, taking you inside my golf lab, inside my weekly journey from a mid-range handicap, which this year will be a single-digit handicap. Every week to the best of my ability, every month, every day, all through the year, on a budget, on a dime. You guys know how it is. So this week, on the grind to getting better, we put ourselves into some work. So not only were we working on a solid wedge practice on Wedge Wednesday, I went down into my basement. And I know last week I said I would do some camera on it, but I didn't. I just didn't bring it down there. Battery was dead. Didn't feel like finding it and switching it out and setting it up. And it was cold, I was tired, wasn't feeling it. So I did practice, but what I did, and kind of recap in case you are new to Duffs at Arts. And if you are new to Duffs at Arts, think about hitting the subscribe train, because this is an every week thing. We got, especially summer coming, golf season coming, we got stuff coming. We got stuff on the way. So I went down into the basement and I took a blanket, like a standard size blanket you'd have laying on your couch or anything like that. I laid that flat on the floor. And I went my basement's fairly large and it's carpeted. So I was, I'd say 15 yards away, maybe. That might be a generous estimate, but I was on the other side of the basement. And I was chipping to the blanket. Now, the goal of that drill when you do it, little setting yourself up for a little picnic, isn't to just hit the carpet, it's to have the ball stop on the carpet. You want to set the table, you want to set your picnic up, you want to make sure that, hey, you're in there, you got the green beans, you got the mac and cheese, you got the sandwiches, it's easy peasy for you to go ahead and grab what you need. So that's the whole goal and focus of that drill. And then I alternate between higher chip shots and lower chip shots. Me personally, I'm much better at lower chip shots, the little bump and runs. I move the ball back in my stance, and I simply just do, this is my wedge. I simply just move it back and I putt. That's literally all I do. Just a nice little putting stroke. That seems to do the trick for that chipping, but not always am I going to be able to do that bump and run. Sometimes I'm going to have to be forced to fly it a little bit, especially if you miss the green. You hit it, you bounce off, and you're 10 yards back. You're going to have to fly it, 10 yards in the air and then let it land soft and roll to the hole. So working on both of those things. We'll continue to do that tomorrow on Wedge Wednesday again. The wedges themselves are really dialed in right now. So working on the the SkyTrak, that'll be plugged in a little bit later. The SkyTrak, my 52-degree wedge, that is money. That club is clearly the most productive club in my bag right now. I generate a good amount of spin on it, not Phil Mickelson style, which some people don't talk about Bruno. We're not going to talk about Phil. You know why. But the distance, like I know at 100 yards, that wedge, like I can push it out to like 105, 110 if I really get after it, but it's not as accurate. Like a comfortable, smooth swing with my gap wedge is 100 yards on the money. And I've worked on dialing that in to distances, from between 70 to 100 yards on feel. And that's telling me that, on like par fives, especially, I need to hit to that 100-yard mark, roughly or so, because I know if I have hit to that 100-yard mark, I know what that swing feels like, and I'm going to be more likely to put it inside like a 6-foot circle with me from 100 yards with that wedge than I would be to hit it inside that circle from like 125 or 130 or 145. Like I'm not as accurate on that. So definitely going to continue to work on that, but a lot more chipping, a lot more bump and run. It's now March 1st. It's my mama's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. You don't watch the videos at all. I know this, but if you surprise yourself, happy birthday, Mom. Which means golf is, we're probably going to get to play outside this month. This month is looking like it may happen. We got a nice little heat wave coming in. It's very, very wet. Everything's super muddy. We had snow again, so everything is just mud. But if we get some decent weather, for a little bit of time. I'm thinking by the end of this month, we'll be able to actually go play. I hope so. I'll be sure to take you guys out there with me. You'll see how the first round of 2022 goes with the whole season of working in the golf lab with the SkyTrak, how it computes over. I mean, obviously hitting off of a hitting mat is, you know, it's a hitting mat. Grass is best, so you gotta work on that. We did another thing this week, and I had done some testing on these little stickers that go onto a golf ball. So right here, I've got a Strixon Z-Star golf ball with no added stickers on it. And here's the exact same brand, same actual sleeve. So they're both Strixon ones. Same sleeve out of here. And this one has the sticker on it. Doesn't matter if it's, you know, horizontal or vertical. It's on there either way. And we did that with the SkyTrak. It's from Just Eponymous Designs. They do the same stickers for, you know, TrackMan and Foresight and whatnot. They do the stuff, all the stickers that go to the PGA Tour Superstore. They're the guys who do that. So they're working on coming up with a sticker that can sustain impact on a golf ball for a period of time and give you better readings. I did a test on that on here on Sunday. I did a 60-degree lob wedge. I did a 52-degree wedge. I did an 8-iron, which is a 145, 150-yard shot, so a typical approach shot into a green. And then I did driver to see how it withstands the impact, and spin numbers are better with the sticker. I'll put the whole video together. I have to work on it. You guys will see how it works, but definitely better. They're going to send me new stickers, different style to try out, because they're just, you know, we're in beta testing. I said I'd be happy to test it out for you guys for funsies, because I'm a nerd like that. I like to test out golf crap. So there's that. 8-iron, I did some skill assessments in here over the weekend as well. Really struggling pushing everything to the left lately, so I got to continue to work on keeping those hands forward, driving through the ball, trying to fly it low tends to get more accurate shots for me. So everything was pushing to the left. I was getting decent scores on my skill assessment. You know, we're on the dynamic handicap on that. I'm under 10. You know, for average, but needs to be better. We got to continue to chase and grind after that. Driver has been sucky again, not making good contact. Could be cold in here still, could be not in the habit, but this week we'll be focusing again on more drivers in here, just trying to find that fairway, trying to find that consistent groove. I've got it with my gap wedge. I know that feel, I know that swing. I'm good with my irons. When I get to my longer irons and my woods, it's not there. So we need to have a focus this week on the longer clubs, especially the driver. It's just garbage. We got to be better on that. Lastly, I received the invite for the 70 grand opening. So as you guys know, I am a sub 70, enthusiast. That's what I play. It's what I love. I love the cost of it. They're great clubs, and they're just cheaper than other brands, and the quality's just as good, if not better. I'm not an expert on club fitting or anything like that, but take a look around the internet. They're growing, and they're growing quickly. You know it. Your boy's been there from the beginning. So we're going to, I'm going to be at the sub 70 boutique shop. It's called The 70. It's opening in Sycamore, Illinois, and I got invited to the grand opening. That's going to be next Friday. I'm going to that, so I will be sure to share with you guys on the following weeks. Check in some pictures, a little bit of video that I take on my phone. I'm not bringing the big camera, not doing I'm not big production, but I'll be doing some video to put it together. So we'll be there doing that, checking out things, talking to my guy Jason. I believe Neil from the Sub 70 Facebook group. He's the one who runs it. I think he'll probably be there as well, and just see some of my friends that play the brand. So I'm looking forward to that. So that is the upcoming plans. This weekend I will be painting my downstairs bathroom. I told my wife I'd do it. There's no need to remind me every 8 weeks. I said I would do it. So I'm going to be doing that this weekend, continue to work on the game. A lot of putting. Oh, last thing, putting drill. So I was taking one of these alignment sticks that I have upstairs. So it's, what would you say, that's 2.5, 3 feet or so. I've taken that upstairs and I'm laying it out with my putt out on the carpet, and I'm just making sure my shoulders are square to the target line, my legs are square, hips are square, and just making sure that that pendulum swings on it. I'm using upstairs when I'm putting, I'm using my Cleveland in Elevado, I can never say the name. I haven't had great success with that putter, but that's what I'm using upstairs. Typically the gamer is the not TaylorMade, is the Tour Edge HP Red Series. So that's my go-to during the season. I think Tony, as you're watching, we call that Excalibur. It's deadly. All right. May have heard a motorcycle go by. I'm done with this check-in. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. And again, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe train because we are growing this channel. We got a lot of stuff coming this year. You'll see all the fruits of my labor will be coming true. That's it. That's all. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I am going to continue to work on my game as you guys continue to work on your game. So, until next week. Keep grinding.